Hi, my name is Robert. Please read the comments in the About section of this video. It has valuable information and updates. My YouTube channel has a disclaimer video that I encourage you to watch. And please like, share, and subscribe. I hope you found what you're looking for. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to do a little instructional video and minor review of our NUTRiBULLET. A lot of people use these NUTRiBullets and the Ninjas and things like that. It's basically a high-powered blender, if you ask me. You can see how the blades are shaped. It doesn't quite liquefy foods like they claim, but they claim that it also can replace a juicer, which I stand here saying no, it doesn't. I've used juicers for several years, and this NUTRiBULLET does not replace my juicer. One thing I do like about the NUTRiBULLET versus my juicer is that it has the cups, of course, that you can keep the lid on and store things in. And it also is a lot smaller, so I sometimes travel with it because I like to make nutritional shakes, and I use it to do our superfood shakes like I'm going to do now. One of the primary differences between this and, say, my juicer is my juicer, I can cut things into a size to fit into the juicer, and then I don't have to de-seed things, de-skin things, and stuff like that. With the NUTRiBULLET and the Ninja and things like that, you can't leave the seeds in there because that blade does not mince down below the seed level. You'll be picking that stuff out of your throat. Now, I found it necessary when making my shakes to take the core out of the apple with the seeds and the stem. When I'm dealing with my juicer, I don't have to do that. I just take the apple, cut it in fours, and it's big enough to fit in there. Now, also, I can't put pieces in there but so big, or the NUTRiBULLET will kind of get jammed. So it'll be sitting there spinning and not grabbing the items that I put in there. So I got to make sure they're small enough to put in there. And then with a juicer, I can make 32 ounces or more at a time. But in this one, I'm kind of limited to somewhere around 20 ounces. At any rate, it's enough. So let me go ahead and finish mixing my superfood mix. So, one thing I did learn with the NUTRiBULLET is you gotta add water. When they're doing the infomercials on TV, they downplay how much water you gotta add. If you're going to make this liquidy enough to drink, you're going to have to add a lot of water. Other than that, it's going to be so thick, it's going to be thicker than a milkshake. So some people can't take pulpy things like orange juice. This mixture is going to be thicker than a heavy pulp orange juice. So you got to take that in consideration. You got to use a lot of water. So here I have my water up to the max line. I have 1 apple. I have a 1/4 cup of my freeze-dried superfood mix, and I have my stevia sweetener. Now, I just can't throw this stuff on top of the NUTRiBULLET. I have to put the cap on, get it snug. Let me snug the cap on with both hands. Once the cap is on, I have to kind of pre-mix it a little bit by shaking it up like that. And once I have it shaken up like this, I can go ahead, lock it in place, and start the what I call processing or blending process. And sometimes my apples get stuck and I have to take it apart, shake it, and then re-lock it down. It's a little loud, but that's not a real big deal. So, after about 30 seconds, I take my thing apart, I smooth it around to make sure that it got all my apples, and I don't think it got all my apples. I see a couple of apple chunks still in there even after 30 seconds. So I turn it around a little bit, put it back in there. Now the good thing about this is, other than the cord that you have to take out if you're doing apples or something like that, you don't lose your fiber. In juicing, the juicer ejects a lot of fiber, but that's not the case with your NUTRiBullet. So if you need the fiber to help your intestines move and stuff like that, a NUTRiBullet is a little bit more beneficial than a juicer. Now I can hear that it got the rest of my apple mix. Now it's finished mixing. It has a little bit more than max on the line, and let me go ahead and pour some in the glass so you can see how thick the mix is. I mixed it for 30 seconds. I took it apart, shook it up a little bit, mixed it for 30 more seconds, and there is my superfood drink mix. And it is a little thick, a little bit like heavy pulp orange juice, and that's basically it. So if you got any questions, go ahead and post them below. Feel free to make your comments and your experience. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.